guys, welcome back to another episode of St. Pauli Rising. Now, this is the last game of the season, and I'm a little bit worried, to be honest, because, as you can see, we unfortunately didn't manage to beat Köln, which of course we'll be talking about in a second, but some of the news articles this week have been a little bit worrying. Like, apparently, a bad result against Dortmund could seal my fate. Why that one in particular? Like, oh, you started winning games. We should probably sack you now. That's probably, yeah, I think that's best. What? Oh, and then Klopp started piping up. Shut your trap, Klopp. Shut your Klopp trap. Now, let me just go through some of that. Yeah, so that was very, very strange. But the thing is, I now worry that if we do lose against Borussia Dortmund on this game, which we almost certainly will because they're a bloody good team, that I'll get the sack because of that. I don't know, maybe it's just all the things kind of coming together. Still a pain in the bum, though. So, I would say let's take a look at the squad, but what we're going to do is just go through the one game that we've played this month, and you'll be able to see if anything massively changed. We were beaten 2-1 at Köln, and I can't really complain. The tactic just did not work for us today. It seems to happen. Vladimir Yushchenko put them in front on 39 minutes with a relatively, well, actually it was a great strike from long range, which I think Schauner probably could have done better and kept out. Then, as he did earlier in the season, Yuya Osako was able to make it 2-0 to Köln, scraping across the front post and scoring. We did get one back through other than Michael Gurlitz, but it was nothing more than a consolation goal for us in the end, which was a shame. We tried very, very hard, but there was nothing happening for that one, which is a shame. I mean, if you look at the stats, I mean, 4 half chances, 2 clear cuts. We just had the 1 clear cut chance, which was our goal, so we deserve to lose, and it's a shame because I thought we could get close to them. And we've got 20 points, and it looks like that's what we're going to finish on, so it could have been a lot worse at times, but it's still very, very disappointing. I mean, 91 goals conceded is bloody ridiculous, but unless Dortmund put 9 past us today, then we are at least going to concede under 100, which is good. And then again, we've still conceded more than double pretty much what everyone else has conceded, except for maybe, like, well, okay, there's a few teams, like 58 goals from Leipzig, fair enough, but still, it's ridiculous, and Bayern have won the league, of course. Still no guarantee on who's going to get that 4th place, though. And that brings us to today's game against Borussia Mönchen, what? No, of course not, Dortmund. Right, let's see. Do a quick pick. Sad is actually getting chosen by my assistant, and I can sort of see why. And I'm kind of tempted to go with it. He's done okay in the last few games, so I'm actually tempted to stick with that for now. Anyone else that I probably should? I'm going to give Pella a go in goal today, though, because, yeah, because Schauner. That basically, he is his own reason for me not picking him. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's just see what we can do against Dortmund. It's the last day of the season. Just have a little bit of fun, lads. I'm going to sort of remind them that there's absolutely no pressure on them, basically. That's the key thing here to note. And, yeah, let's just see how we get on. This could either be horrific or less horrific. Olivier Giroud up front now. And I'm trying to see if there's any names I recognise. Vollander's on the bench, but that does not mean anything, because he could come on and destroy us at any moment, as he kind of did in the first game, that horrible 8-2 defeat in a live com earlier in the season. And this is another Dortmund live com, but I don't know, if it's better than 8-2, I'll be happy. I really hope that maybe this tactic will work against Dortmund. It seems to work against the better sides more than the teams around us, which is odd, apart from Frankfurt away. But that's because we're away from home. I think maybe we need to... I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll try it out next season and see whether it works against teams that are as good as us or worse. And Douglas... Oh. Well, unfortunately, there's no defending against those. So St. Pauli 0, Borussia Dortmund 1 in the end, which is that's unfortunate. I mean, we probably had a poor start. It's hard to tell yet because the early stats don't really say much about the game. I want it to like half an hour before I can really tell what's going on in the game, but Dortmund are a goal up already. And that's a worrying development. I mean, there's no way Pele can keep that out. So no fault on his part. I just want to make sure that we don't concede quite as many goals. Like, we've just looked a lot better lately, so I'd hate to see it all get sort of ruined in a game like today, basically. We'll just have to see how things go. They're looking quite decent, Dortmund, but not like especially great. We've had a couple of shots, which is always nice to see. It's Durham, Douglas Costa, don't let him shoot, Don't let him shoot. Well, okay, you can shoot from there as long as he's going to skew it wide. That's fine. 24 minutes on the clock here, and still only the 1 goal down. So I think that's progress. I can't remember how many goals down we were in the live call against them last time out, but if we can get to half time at 1-0, that is not bad. I've got to tell you, 1-0 down to Dortmund at half time is pretty decent. It means we're still within touching distance, and I can always try something a little naughty in the second half and throw it on overload just for like the last 15-20 minutes just to see if we can nick something. That is, of course, if they don't immediately steamroller us the moment the second half against. Tribal's injured. I might have to bring him off a little bit sooner than I'd like. But just try and keep the scoreline down, lads. If we can get away with a... We've got a squad report coming up after this, so don't worry, the episode's not going to be stupidly short. And Bruno... Oh, actually, it was a good tackle. And then Tribal's just knocked it out of play. Hate when they do that. We shall have to see. Dortmund haven't really got a lot on the line today. We probably should close out Felix Paslak. Not heard of him. Right, okay. Well, the team are getting a lot of yellow here. What? No. Team talk. Thank you. We're going to go for no pressure. That might just do nothing. Just trying to calm them down a little bit here. I suppose I should have said calm down, really, but then it doesn't really work. I thought maybe taking the pressure off might help, but no. Okay, so Sad is injured, so off comes... wait. No, what am I doing? Sobiek's on the bench. Bring Sobiek on for him, and we'll bring on Cagnette for Tribal, and that'll probably do for now. I'm tempted to just go for it. We're only a goal down. And what a result it would be for us to actually get a point against Dortmund. Let's just give it 5 more minutes. They won't be expecting it. We will catch them where they least expect it. Double injury, though, isn't wise. Okay, that's about right. Let's just... I just want to see if we've got it in us. Can we rip something from the jaws of mediocrity, which is essentially where this game's been headed for a while now, and that's going to be us losing the ball, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. Bruno knocks it up to Sobiek. He can knock it into the channel here. Finds Cagnette. Cagnette! Oh, he's over the bar. That was a great opportunity. We actually had a real chance to equalise here, and let me guess, goal from a corner to finish things off. Rioas with a big clearance, but nobody is even running near that. Somebody get out to him. You know he's going to drop it down there. And it comes into Douglas Costa. Costa now into Jojic. Mkhitaryan, Volland. Mkhitaryan, Grosskreutz, and that's surely 2-0. Oh, Pele, I think he got a touch to that, but it is 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. But, you know, despite the amount of chances they've had... Well, I say chances. Despite the amount of shots and stuff they've had, we've certainly looked a little bit more solid today. You know, they were obviously probably going to beat us, but, you know, we did all right. Good... no, Pele just let that go through, but it is a difficult one to stop. So, fair play to us. We've given it a good old crack. And 2-0 is definitely a lot more of an improvement than 8-2, you know. So we've done what we can. We've created a couple of chances, had a few shots. Admittedly, we scored twice against them when we played away, but it's not worth scoring twice just to concede 8, you know. Ilsank has gone through the back there. Don't send him off. Come on, that would sour the end of this game, and only good. Good. Yellow. Don't want anything more serious. I wonder why that was a highlight, though. Let me guess. Good clearance. Somebody get out to him. Jojic. I guess we can't... You know, we do have it on closed down much more, which means it's going to block some of those long shots. Douglas Costa off the post. Get in there. Well done. Soren Gonto is able to clear the ball for us. So, 2-0 looks like it's probably going to be the final score here. Now, it could have been a lot worse for us, basically. So... I don't know, I'm confident that this tactic could work quite well for us next season in the lower division, and maybe have a chance of getting us back up, but then when we get back up, we'll be much better placed to actually deal with the opposition in this league. Sobiek, I thought he was going to win a flick on there and maybe get us a cheeky goal back, as we've done in some of these games late on, when teams take their eye off the ball a little bit. We've just been able to nick a goal, and Haustenberg's now gone sliding through. Please don't get sent off. Thank God for that. I think that is probably going to be it, though. It would seem like it anyway, with 15 seconds left. 2-0, I mean, it's not the worst result. Oh, Sobiek's won it here, but there's nowhere to go. He's got no support, so he's just going to have to drop this off. There we go, out wide to Bruno. Maybe if he makes a little run and Bruno's just lumped it into Mats Hummels, and there we go, St. Pauli 0, Dortmund 2. So we finish on a bit of a whimper there, which is a bit disappointing, and yeah, I am disappointed to a certain extent, but at the same time, it was Dortmund, and we managed to get 20 points. It's not great. I'll level with you, it's not great. It's been a pretty poor season for us. And it looks like... Well, actually, Whoa, 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 whoa. He actually looks like Cologne, despite being the team we were trying to chase for that last spot, have actually ended up finishing in 12th. They've leapt over everyone. Frankfurt have actually been relegated. Despite that amazing run they went on, they've been relegated. Augsburg are in the playoff. It's remarkable sort of turnaround there at the last ditch. Frankfurt were looking dead set on surviving, and Cologne looked like they were gone just like us. But they've turned it around and actually finished 6 points clear. That is a hell of a finish for them. So there we go, guys. Hopefully, I'm just going to check here to make sure that they haven't sacked me here, because that would be awful. Because we have lost, you know, they coasted past us. Yachty, Curtin comes down, Bundesliga, given 16 million quid, lovely. Douglas Costa, Klopp, Carter's earned chance to save job. Good. Okay, well, not that I care what Jurgen Kloppy thinks, but, you know, I've not seen it affect. It seems okay. So, right, let's do a little squad report now. Just go through and take a little look at some of the players and their stats and how they've improved and degraded, I suppose, this season. So, Ilsanker has bravery and decisions are up. Jumping reach, unfortunately, has decreased, oddly. Jonathan Lecourt, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Corners are up, but penalty taking is up. Anticipation, bravery, composure, concentration are up. But his dribbling, heading, long shots, and technique are all down. Sebastian Meyer, decisions are up, and his teamwork. But again, I think he needs more first-team football, and I really will be giving him a lot of that next season. Bernard Nerik, crossing and finishing and strength are all down. He is aging somewhat now, so it's a little understandable. Johan Pella, kicking is up, but unfortunately most of his physicals are going down, and it appears that the French Paddy McGuinness is... I don't know, I may need to look for another goalkeeper in the summer. Try and find someone really decent. Rioas, I'm at a loss. He's a 26-year-old. He's played a decent amount of games for us this year, I think. 25 games, and he's just declining massively. Been thinking about maybe moving him on, just because he's declining so much. We have had a bid from, I think it was Hercules, so we'll just have to see how that works out for us. Rakowski, composure up, stamina up, technique down, so a little bit annoying. We've got Wesley Sad, his positioning has gone down, even worse, and I think that is probably part of the problem for him. His positioning going down like that is not making things very easy for us, and he's getting in... That's surprising, actually, that his positioning has gone down even more. Artur Sobiek. He is again aging, but still worth 2.1 million, and I think he might be worth moving on. He's got a big contract, so I think if we could maybe move him on and look for someone different and really start to rebuild a team based around this strategy we're playing now for next season, then things might look a little bit brighter for us. Tom Tribal, it's all good for him. Corners are up, decisions, leadership and teamwork are also up, but his contract is also up at the end of next season, which is why his value is decreasing a little bit. Schauner, command of area is up, throwing are up, concentration is up, surprisingly. His vision is down. I'm surprised he can see anything, to be honest, and 4 would kind of indicate that. His balance has also gone down. I'm surprised it's as high as 13, if I'm honest. Ismail Yati, dribbling is down, finishing is down, penalty taking is down, bravery, concentration, decisions, and teamwork are all up, and his stamina is down. So basically, mental stats improving, improving, technical and physical, however, are decreasing. David Abraham probably going to be going down. No, okay. He's not played as much this year, because Rioas has actually been quite decent for us, but I think he may be back in again next year. Enes Alushi, I mean, he's worth nothing. He basically doesn't play for us. I've not found a use for him, unfortunately. He's just not a very good player, and well, value of 0. In fact, he doesn't even have a contract with us, so how the hell is he still at the club? That's really strange. Andreas Beck, again, was more of a backup player, but you can play on both sides, so I kind of want to keep him, and I will try to. Crossing and dribbling are down along with balance. Bruno, again, his heading and stamina are down, but concentration, decisions, and positioning are all up. That kind of makes sense with him aging. His mentals are going up, but his technicals and physicals are declining. Antti Budimir, his marking has gone down along with his positioning and work rate, but his pace has strangely improved. I'll take it. Abdul Kamara, only his stamina has gone down. He's not played that much this year. Yati's been very, very solid in that role. Kenyete, His corners have gone down, but everything else has remained relatively solid, and he's done alright for us this year. Dalbert, I imagine, was seeing some decreases. No, despite that broken leg, he's done alright, and I think he could be a very, very key player for us next year. Jacques Parr has barely played, so I can understand his lack of play time as well. This is the thing. I brought in all these players expecting loads of injuries, and they just haven't come. I think the update has kind of taken the injuries down a notch. Balance and jumping reach are down, as well as strength, which is disappointing. Who else have we got here? Soren Gunther, the captain. His free kick taking is up, along with bravery, composure, and acceleration, despite him not being the youngest anymore, so impressive. Gurlitz, no, we haven't done Gurlitz, I don't think we have anyway. Corners are up, crossing, finishing, first touch, free kick taking, and technique are down. Anticipation, concentration, composure. Actually, let me just check to make sure. No, we haven't, okay. So, a mixed bag for him. Again, I'm guessing age is starting to have something to do with this. Haustenberg, all bonuses for him. Corners are up, free kick taking, anticipation, composure, jumping reach. Decent player. Really like Haustenberg. Who else we got? And we're back to Stefan Ilsanker, who looks really, really demonic in that picture there. That's scary a little bit. He's proper grimacing. The pictures from the Red Bull Salzburg packs in this are really quite funny. I'm thinking about moving Ilsanker on because he's worth a bit of money, and there is actually some interest in him from other sides, so we really should look into that a little bit. But that's all stuff I will decide over the course of the summer. So, in the next episode, you'll be joining me on the first day of the season once again. I'm going to have a lot of work to do trying to find some decent players to build around this sort of formation, which is the one I'm going to be playing next year, because it has worked quite nicely for us at times. And so I intend to continue doing it and using it. So, yeah, there we go. That's the overall plan. Unless I get the sack in between. If I do get the sack in between, then I'll come back and do another episode where we just go through, like, best 11 sort of stuff, and then I'll well, then we'll go from there basically. So if you like what you've seen, please feel free to drop a like on the episode, and if you'd like it even more than that, please feel free to subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and St. Pauli in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I will see you guys in the next episode, hopefully. Bye bye.